Hello Wooters, welcome to the challenge for June. Sorry it's a little bit late, it's because I wanted to give you a run through of what the course is like. So we're obviously in Glenrock, and this course is once again 5 kilometers long, but it's going to be a little different from some of the previous ones. Now much of the route will follow mountain bike tracks, and so some of it is signposted, but just have a look at these instructions and try following the Strava route, and you should hopefully not get too lost. So we start up the top at Gun Club Road, we go in, we follow Kenny's all through that lovely meadow, and then we go into High Roller. Little into that we find a junction where we follow BJ's down the hill, which is a lot of back and forth, wiggle wiggle. Then we're out onto a fire trail and we follow that around, turning right, back in and following the trail around. Then we go up, the steepest section of the track is here, not straight ahead, but up. It's pretty steep indeed. Then we come out and there we are, Gun Club Road, except we're not going to go straight back up. We're going to go around the quarry, keeping the fence on your right hand side the whole time until you come out onto the road again. And then you turn left, keep going up the hill, it's not too high, until you hit that magical 5 and a bit K. That should be enough for you to get started, but in case you want to run through the whole track, stick around and I'll commentate the whole run through, all 10 minutes of it. I bet you can't wait. So here we are, right at the start of Gun Club Road, and we're off. Follow Kenny's. Now I love this trail. It takes you through some fairly open forest at the start. It can be fairly muddy. There's the Telstra pit. We just keep on tearing through, slippery bit. It's a bit up and down, but mostly fairly flat. I love all the ferns. Let's just watch through. Oh, mud. More mud. And here there's a section of pipe there. You'll notice I look around sometimes and go, oh, I don't know which way I'm going. That's because I almost never do. It's miraculous I find my way to the end ever. Back there was a bit of a junction. If you go left, you have to scramble down some hills, but keep right. Here we come out into the open a bit, and we just go follow the fire trail down for a little bit. There's the power lines there, but trail's still called Kenny's. Look, my feet sound really fast, but the birds sound pretty normal. This is pretty narrow through here, but it's a bit of fun. Still not a huge change in altitude or anything like that. Certainly it could be deceived into thinking it's nice and pleasant the whole way like this. Haha, but there's more in store for you to come. Even more open forest. Oh, this is fun. Up and over a little rise, and then you're out into a little bit I like to call the meadow. If you keep following this around, you can abort your mission by turning left at the end of the meadow, and that'll bring you up right on the top of Scenic Drive. And if you're coming from the direction of town to run through Glenrock, this can often be an easier access point. Oh look, mountain bikers. There aren't normally this many out. There was actually an event on this weekend. I really do know how to pick it. So left here to exit. Now this trail that you just saw the marker just there, this one's called High Roller. There's a nice cute little bridge over the ferns there. Still fairly open, and you'll notice that we turned right and started climbing up some rocks. We're onto a trail called BJ's now, and this one is really back and forth. Now a nice trick here is, although you have to take it slow over those rocks, when you get to those turns you can just tear around them and actually run up them. You see I go fairly horizontal when I come to one of those. Hey! Yeah, down, 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 down. Oh, the elevation map is actually on your left. I had to stop for a cyclist there. Again, pretty rare. Shouldn't happen to you. You'll notice the elevation map is on the lower left of your screen there, and the red dot is where we're up to. So we've just been gradually descending the whole time. On the right is the actual map of the course. Okay, we're still following BJ's down. It's a great little fun bit. Until we come out to another fire trail. Now we head down the hill here. This is a bit loose, so just take your steps carefully because you're descending down. and there's always this puddle at the end that you can jump. If you head left there, you'd end up back at the sewage works, but we've gone straight ahead and a bit right. I really should learn what the name of this little bit of track is. Little hill there. Okay, now we're about to come and turn right here onto an open fire trail. Now this really is the hard part of the course. It's directly up. Okay, which way? Nope, I went the wrong way. Keep going. If it's not steep, it doesn't look really steep and muddy, it's probably not the right one. Just a little bit further and we'll turn right here and look up. Ah, and it's got that one power line there, so that's how you know. Now notice the elevation on the left. I believe and notice how slow I'm going. I'm actually walking this and putting my hands on my knees and pushing them down, you know, gives you a little bit of extra oomph if you don't just have to use your legs to do all the work. Thanks to Lee for that tip. But if you notice on the elevation map, we climb about 40 meters in the space of 400. So it is slow going. This is probably the worst part of the track. Can be a bit slippery too. But take your time. It doesn't actually take that much longer to get up than if you try and run it. Yeah, the shaky cam. Trying to shake it off. See the power line at the top and we turn left. Here we go. Made it. Look back down. What the? Okay, now we're tearing down again. We come out and just follow the trail around. We're about to come out. Look, this is Gun Club Road, but instead of going right and back up, like I said, we're going to follow this quarry all the way right around. What I've tried to do is basically mix in all the different kinds of terrain I can possibly find in Glenrock. So this is the track again. We've had fire trail, and as we go around the quarry, you'll find some fairly overgrown foliage that you have to push your way through. And it's not terribly fun when it's bucketing down rain. Not here, but the fence is kind of an annoyance, but if you look through it, it's a nice view down into the quarry. Here we go. Pushing my way through that. That's all right. Again, pushing way through. I went back and did this the second time around, just to make sure it was all right, and it started pelting down. That wasn't much fun in the wet. Oh, who am I kidding? It was tons of fun. Apart from fogged up glasses. So around the quarry, I think it's impossible to get lost here, but just follow around. You almost get back around to where you got onto it and started following around, but instead this time we're on Gun Club Road and we'll start heading uphill. So just up to this little up here. Ta-da! That's Gun Club Road. Another cyclist. This one's faster than me. I should catch him. So from here we just keep on heading along. You'll hit the 5.1 or so K mark. Just keep going to get safe. Again, if you load up the Strava route into your phone, that should give you a hand. And it's nice scenery through here. Take it easy, relax and enjoy. That's the beauty of trail running, you know. Don't feel like you have to go all out all the time. Until I'm actually feeling a bit tired here because that's pretty shaky. If you've made it to the end without getting motion sickness, I do congratulate you. It was a bit hard for me, even though this is stabilised footage. Oh, random runner. People see you with a camera on your head and don't really want to say hi to you. Here we are. That's the end, according to my GPS. But yeah, just as long as you keep going to about 5.1, you should have covered the segment. And you can use the last 100, 200 meters or so as a cool down. And the things you see out there, it's great. There's wildlife, and we'll try and do a night run and see some owls. Oh, couples in love, isn't that sweet? They glared at me. And you're back where you started. Oh, great, doing all that big long run just to get back where you started. And this is where, oh look, ugh. Bye guys.